Is Christian Eriksen a good signing for Manchester United? How Ten Hag could use Eriksen in a diamond system? And what does Eriksen bring that is different to United's other attacking midfielders? But before I go any further, if you need a place where you can keep up to date with the latest transfer news, find all the match stats you need from games across the globe, and watch highlights and stream live football matches, then you need to download the OneFootball app. I use the OneFootball app because it's completely free, and not only do they have stats and transfer news, but they also have videos to watch and articles to read, which is where I get a lot of my ideas for new videos. And as I said before, you can stream live football matches and watch highlights all on the app. Downloading the OneFootball app will help support the channel as well, so I'll leave it linked in the description below. So credible reports have emerged suggesting that Manchester United have agreed a deal in principle with Christian Eriksen and his representatives. They would see him sign a 3-year deal with Manchester United, seeing Eriksen stay at Old Trafford until 2025, when he would be 33 years old. I did do a video a few weeks ago fully analysing Eriksen at United, so check that out. It will be linked in the description after this video. But as I said in that video, whilst I do think the signing of Eriksen is quite weird, particularly as United definitely need a ball-winning central midfielder and a deeper line playmaker more than they do an advanced creator like Eriksen. But overall, I think Eriksen's presence in the squad is a massive bonus for Ten Hag. As well as United do have players like Bruno Fernandes and Donny van de Beek in his position as attacking midfielders who sit between the lines, neither of those are traditional playmakers like Eriksen is, with both thriving more as second strikers, sitting further up the pitch, rather than as a playmaker floating between the lines and into deeper positions. And so in this sense, Eriksen is replacing what Paul Pogba and to a certain extent Juan Mata brought to the side, that ability to link the deeper and advanced players through his interplay vision and creativity on the ball. And from his FBref report, we can see that Eriksen certainly performed sensationally at Brentford in the short period that he was there last season for pretty much every important creative metric, and this was in the Premier League as well, so considering he's being signed on a free, on wages that are probably around what Lingard was on, and still only 30 and producing top level output. Whilst I think in isolation you could question why United would move for a more attacking midfielder, but if Ten Hag still gets a ball-winning central midfielder, a centre-back and a right winger, then I think you have to look at Eriksen as a good deal for United, adding quality and depth, a creative player who's going to suit Ten Hag's style of management, from a personality point of view at least, and they are getting Eriksen just a few years after his peak on a relatively short-term contract, under pretty decent wages for the club as well. But where would Eriksen fit in tactically? Well, I think in Ten Hag's 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, depending on which one he wants to play, Eriksen could be best deployed as a right-sided attacking midfielder, who out of possession holds a right midfield position in a 5 or 4-man midfield line, but in possession he would allow Ten Hag to move between a number of different possession shapes. We could see Ten Hag use a 3-3-1 as he did in the Champions League last season with Ajax, where one of the midfield double pivot would drop into a wide position to create a back three and look to receive the ball in the quarterback position. Frankie de Jong could perform this task very well, and the fact that United have also been heavily linked with Pau Torres and Lisandro Martinez tells me that Ten Hag wants to bring in a left-sided ball-playing centre-back to play the role on the left with Varane as a central centre-back. The other central midfielder in a double pivot, James Garner, would be my pick, would hold a regista-type position in front of the back three, with Malacia inverting from the left, Dalot advancing down the right flank, and Christian Eriksen playing a roaming playmaker role, dropping to create a second line of three in front of the back three. And from this position we could also see Eriksen pushing up between the lines alongside Bruno Fernandes, with Dalot on his outside as well, giving United a 2-3-4-1 shape in the middle and final thirds. Eriksen is better suited to this role than either Fernandes or Van de Beek in my opinion, as you need a player who can almost play half as a deeper line playmaker and half as an advanced creator. Eriksen has the press resistance, ball control and quick passing to play in that deeper role when needed, but also has the vision and ability to play killer passes higher up the pitch between the lines as well, whereas I feel like Fernandes lacks the ability to keep the play flowing with quick passes, and Van de Beek doesn't have the long or incisive passing ability to play in that deeper role to Eriksen's level either. And so this is why I think we could see Eriksen in this roaming playmaker role, coming in from the right with Van de Beek or Fernandes, sitting between the lines at the top of the diamond, completed by Malacia, inverting from the left flank. And so even though I do think they could be competing for the same position if Ten Hag was to use a midfield 3 or a conventional 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, I do still think that there is a way where Eriksen, along with one of Van de Beek and Fernandes, could feature in the same team, alongside de Jong as well and another central midfielder, creating a diamond in central midfield when in possession. So let me know what you think of the Eriksen signing in the comment section below, and go to the description as well to check out some of my other videos as well.